Tails.
Hey, everybody! It's me! I'm back! And guess what? It's another Don segment!
We're doing the lists, Michael. I don't care if you don't like it.
The Daily Don!
I'll fight to the death for this list.
It's the Daily Don Show. He makes lists. Take it away, Donnie!
All right, this is definitely personal preference, but if you know me, I think you should be able to guess on the 5, especially Peter. Top 5 old school sports video games. And when I say old school, I'm talking Nintendo and Sega.
All right, I'm ready to jump after this.
All right. Remember, this is me now. This is my list.
Are you
Don't
counting
throw ratings at me? I'm telling you, Don La Greca's top 5.
Are you counting like different years of games or no?
I'm being specific with the year because there's a lot of them.
Can I please just have the first, because I only have one guess, Peter. Then
Go
you
ahead.
can do the rest.
Yeah.
NHL 94.
There you go. See, I was going to actually say that Peter should get the first guess because this was such a layup, right?
But I don't have any
everybody-
other ones.
Everybody knows how much I love this game. Now, this was the first year in which they didn't have the fighting, but I don't care. It opened it up. It was fun. Had all the names of the players, all the teams represented. Just a tremendous, competitive, fun game.
And Don, did you see that for NHL this year,
Did.
they're including in the new NHL the old NHL 94 style game as well with all the updated
Right.
players.
And what I found out, which I thought was fascinating, Peter, is that, here I am growing up in Hawthorne, New Jersey, hanging out with all my friends, getting together, playing this game. Because when it first came out, it was just amazing. And we talked about the move. Go to the corner, cut in front of the goal.
Oh,
and
yeah.
score. So then I started playing with you guys and getting into tournaments and everything, and they referred to it as the move. And then there was one time, I think it was, I forget who it was in the Washington Capitals. It wasn't Ovechkin, who scored in a similar fashion, and it was like all over the internet. The move. It was just universal.
It's that big.
It is so big, and it's my number one. Great job, Michael. Thank you for paying attention.
Thank you.
Let's keep it, I'm just going to throw it out there. I've never really heard you talk about it that much, but I mean, it's so important. Let's go Tecmo Bowl.
Well, I will give you Tecmo Bowl, but to be specific, Tecmo
It's
Bowl,
Super Tecmo Bowl?
Super Bowl,
Okay.
1991 is number 3, because that's when it opened it up. Super Bowl had all the teams, so everybody was.
Oh, that's
represented.
why because I like the play better in the original Tecmo Bowl.
I don't know. I think the play is very similar, and it had a lot of great things. Like if you put Lawrence Taylor, and you couldn't kick a field goal because you just put it on 56 and you block every field goal. It had a lot of Jimmy switches to it. You could take your quarterback, go all the way in the end zone, throw a 100-yard touchdown pass. But it was fun, and just the fact that it included all of the teams. Tecmo Super Bowl number 3.
Mike Tyson Punch-Out.
Yeah,
Thought about it.
I did because it was a good game. But I enjoyed that. I'll see if you follow me, Peter.
Hey, listen to my Mike Tyson podcast.
I found it to be a better video game in the arcade than at home, so I left it off the top 5. But a great guess, Michael. Good thinking. Good pull.
Thanks.
Stop humoring him. Let's go NHL hockey for Nintendo.
No.
Blades of
Let's go
Steel.
Pong.
Okay, come on. Don't embarrass yourself.
Pong.
Blades of Steel, Nintendo 1988 is number 4 on the list
Blades
because it incorporated
of
fighting.
Steel.
It was. Obviously, it looks ridiculous now, but at the time, it actually felt like close to actual gameplay because all you had to go by was hockey for Atari, which was completely ridiculous. And it actually tried to have teams like it had Chicago and New York and Toronto, so that made it kind of fun. Blades of Steel, and that also with the great moment in La Greca history. And this is why our project together is going to be tremendous when we finally launch it in the fall. Is my brother figured this out. He's up 1-0, right? Wins the face-off and then just spins in a circle I can't get the puck from.
Oh, yeah.
Then we go to the third period, 1-0 Dave. He wins the face-off and just goes into a circle. And I'm freaking out because I can't catch him. And then what does he do? Breaks from the circle, scores, makes it 2-0. I actually picked up the Nintendo and threw it against the wall. And that was Blades of Steel, and that is number 4. So Blades of Steel 4, Tecmo Super Bowl 3, NHL 94 is 1. So I need 5 and I need 2.
I got nothing.
Now, one of them I have said many times that Michael should be able to get it, but definitely Peter. It's such a juxtaposition for how I feel about this sport.
Yeah, I believe it's college football. I think you like a college football game. No, it's not NCAA for EA?
No. Again,
you love golf. You love PGA. I don't know the year.
Well, I will tell you because it's a great job by you. Number 5, PGA Golf 2 for Sega, 1992. So you got to play, in Sawgrass, all the great legitimate courses. I thought the gameplay was really good, and it was very competitive and a lot of fun. And Michael, you went up against the Fred Couples of the world, the Sattlers of the world. It was actually, for that time, a lot of fun. PGA Golf 2, number 5.
We down to 1?
We're down to number 2.
We're down to 1, which is 2.
Please get it in a hurry, please.
See, this is why you don't want to do the list, because this is what Michael does.
This is why that's why I was trying to engage him, because we're 2 seconds away from not having top 5s anymore.
Right, exactly. All right, so we have a golf. We have we don't have a football.
Rick DiPietro just texted me. I'd rather have Nick do a list than this one.
Oh, you know what? See, and Don, this is why you can't trust Rick.
You know what? I'm not going to continue. Let's move on and take the calls, because now we've completely lost Michael. I'm never going to be able to do this again. Rick is a piece of trash. Because you would think that he'd actually have fun in this, but he continues to suck up.
Is it salty, Rick? Is it salty? How does he taste? How does he taste, Rick? God,
if you're a professional hockey player, you're on a tremendous show with chemistry, get your nose out of his ass for 2 seconds, for God's sake. It's ridiculous. It's inhumane. Peter, it's inhumane. I don't know the angle. There must be an angle we don't know. There must be. It can't be to suck up for gigs, because the guy's got money. It can't be to suck up to try to keep his job. He's not getting close to getting fired. What's the angle? What is the angle? Does he pay you to be nice to him? I don't get it. It's sickening. I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it.
Rick just texted, tell Rob Ryan to settle down.
Oh, see.
No, I'm not even going to give you. You're never going to know number 2 now.
I want to know if it was NBA Jam.
No.
NBA Jam.
No. I'm not. That's it. Don't even guess anymore.
Madden 92. But, Don, the worst part about this moment
Meanwhile,
Rick,
if Michael did his toenails on the air, Rick would want a 30 for 30 of it.
Toenails need to be cut.
God, I'm embarrassed for him. You don't hear Canty doing that.
And you would think, Don, this subject in particular, because Rick's younger, and athletes love video games.
He did
love
guess along. He guessed at the beginning. He's the one who gave me the Mike Tyson one.
But
it was dragging on a bit. I got to be honest with it, because when the list is just totally about what Don likes, then everybody else is kind of left out.
What is it called, Peter? Remind me.
The Daily Don. It's called the Daily Don.
God, when you're not interested, you can't even play along.
But you know what? When I'm not
feign
interested
interest on this show, do you know how many times? Like 80% of the time.
You're not interested in stuff I talk about?
We're talking about. You'd never know.
You never know. You never know, because you're a professional.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I'm trying to channel what our listeners are thinking. They don't care about this.
Who's they?
The listeners.
Which listeners?
Oh, you need names?
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying
listing video games from 30 years ago to me is not compelling.
But I'm saying right now, if you were to take a poll and say,
take a poll.
Excuse me? I'm just saying, if you did, that's unfair, because every time we go into deep, hardcore numbers on baseball, I don't jump out and go, I bet there's 25% of people who do not care. Now, your number may be higher when it comes to video games, but my point is not everybody loves everything. How dare you tell us what our audience likes? You don't think our audience likes sports video games?
Not that many of them.
Come on. That's just...
rightly or wrongly, when you take a poll, people seem to generally like me.
People love you.
Right. Well, and one of the reasons for it is I think they have like the same sensibility as me.
That's right. Don's the everyman.
They kind of think like I do. They feel like that these are the things that they enjoy. But
I think you really hurt Rick's feelings for no reason.
Well, no, for every reason. For every reason.
Should we ban Rick?
Never. But I really don't. I need him to sit me down and explain it to me, honestly.
How about he just likes me and I like him? There's nothing in it for either of us.
It's unhealthy. I mean, you can like each other. I love you. I love Peter.
Thank you.
You think I'd be sitting home and like sucking up to you?
First of all, people don't go out anymore. He's got 3 little kids. What do you think he's doing?
This is pandemic only. He was doing this way before the pandemic.
You know what? It's a great point by Don. It's the pandemic has nothing to do with this. There's some people who say he cut his hockey career short.
You know what? Rick just makes a very salient point.
Of course he did.
He said they made a movie about this list. It's called The 40-Year-Old Virgin. That's what it sounded like.
Oh, he's doubling down. I can't believe this. I really can't. Oh, this is sad. This is a sad day. I don't know if Don and Rick recovered from this.
I really don't care anymore. I got enough people. I should be trying to eliminate people, to be honest with you.
I've been telling you that.
Maybe Rick's the person, ironically.
Rick's going way before the Stark brothers.
I've never said anything about the Stark brothers. What are you bringing names into it for?
But you've criticized them before. You've implied that they're ne'er-do-wells.
I have not implied that.
I'm too busy reading all the tweets of people loving the list. So,
well, of course the people that love the list are going to tell you they loved it.
Because Twitter, they never tell you they don't like something, right, Peter?
This is a good opportunity for a poll.
My friend Matt, who I went to college with, a lawyer, he said, there's a good point. Could this list be considered taking a knee? Don does approve of taking a knee.
No, it was sports-related and culture-related. It was a lot of people love it. RJ, run up a poll, please. Did you enjoy Don's sports video game list or think it was a snooze? I want to know.
But I'm not saying, people are saying that the Daily Don is great. Yes, the Daily Don is great, but there's occasionally a clinker in there. This was a clinker,
it's a
whatever.
Clinker because it's something you're not interested in. You only care about things you're interested in.
You absolutely ripped my wrestling one.
Was the wrestling one, which got so much reaction, and I had so much fun doing. I don't like wrestling, but I enjoyed how into it Peter was, and I was able to get some guesses because a lot of them are culturally relevant.
And Michael,
if you're not interested, you're out. That's the way you are on
Rick
stuff.
now has a new nickname for Don. He calls him CBS Don.
No, see, this is just, and now it's getting worse and worse.
This portion of the Michael K. Show on 98.7 ESPN is brought to you by PC Richard & Son. PC Richard & Son now celebrating their 111th birthday. PC Richard & Son. Shop safe, shop local. Do you want to give number 2 before we break for RJ Bell?
Nope.
It's only right for people that were following and enjoyed it.
Well, it's your fault, so blame you.
Please give us number 2.
I would like to know. Don, for me.
RBI baseball for Nintendo.
I wouldn't have gotten it, to be honest. People loved RBI. I wouldn't have guessed it, though.
Another list tomorrow.